Good morning, my name is Adriana and this is week 2 of BECCA'S. So if you missed my week 1 vlog, I have spent the past 3 days driving down to southern Utah. We are currently in the middle of nowhere, Utah, here for the next week or so, doing some dirt bike riding and exploring and just fun things abound. This morning, my dad and I are going to do a trail called 5 Miles of Hell. We'll see how that goes. I am 75% into the way of The Left Hand of Darkness. This is a classic sci-fi book written by Ursula K. Le Guin in the late 60s. It follows a ambassador, I guess, of this one planet who is trying to convince this other planet to join their intergalactic treaty group. Something. But on this planet that he is going to, there's only like one sex. So like when they go to procreate, they just kind of like adapt to whatever sex is needed in the partnership at the time. So it's really a exploration of gender and politics around gender and all that kind of stuff. Very, very interesting. Been pretty fun so far. We have just a lot of really cool characters and relationships and politics. So really, really enjoying that one so far. And then I am like 40% into How to Stop Time by Matt Haig. This one I'm probably not going to make any progress on this week while I'm on vacation because it is an audiobook and I typically don't listen to much audiobook while I'm on vacation. I think I should be able to get through The Left Hand of Darkness pretty quickly here. Not too much left of it. And yeah, I'll just be bringing you along on my reading and writing adventures.
And we're off. So we're following the white painted lines. And it's just relentlessly bumpy. Okay, Brain's working hard here. She's trying to figure a line. Up, up! Like a constant trial. Yeah! Wait forward! Flip the clutch. There you go. You got it. Yeah! That's a nice one. That's a good knee height.
I found this penny by the trailhead before we got started, so I'm gonna put it with this rabbit's foot just to kind of help with the good luck vibes of this terrible trail that no one should do. Well, we're done. We didn't do the full 5 miles of hell. We took the first exit, and if I had been, you know, a better YouTuber, I would have taken like a little clip of the big old escape sign written on the ground, but I was in survival mode.
But we got all the obstacles in.
Yep, so we did all of the hardest part of 5 miles of hell.
The crux.
And now I need a shower.
Yes.
And then we're going to head on to Moab.
Nothing else this week will be as hard as what we did today.
Definitely hellacious. It lives up to the name.
We want you to be disappointed.
Hello, hello. I did a ride this morning. We did a ride on a 4x4 trail called Fins and Things, and I decided not to join the rest of the group for the second ride on Poison Spider. I just decided to come back. So I'm showered up, rested for a little bit, and now I am getting ready to finish The Left Hand of Darkness. I have like, I think 40-ish pages left, so I'm just going to bust through the rest of it and then probably do some cleaning because the camper is a bit of a mess currently. Okay, I just finished The Left Hand of Darkness, and I am so glad I decided to pick this book up. It's so purposefully written to critique modern society in a way a lot of the other books I pick up just aren't. I mean, obviously I could make more of an effort to do that, but at the same time, it's hard to read books that are it requires a lot of mental effort. But I am so glad I read it. It's so fascinating of a look into gender and feminism from like the 1960s. There are a lot of choices made in the book that it seems like even Le Guin would kind of walk back and did. I was reading the afterword from, I can't remember who wrote the afterword, but he said she wrote like several short stories and other things in this kind of universe to, again, walk back some of the decisions she chose to make. She did an entire short story using the pronoun she instead of he, because all throughout The Left Hand of Darkness, all of our non-binary aliens are referred to as he, even though they are non-binary. And we also just never get that much of a look into much of the feminine side of this planet. Like, we never see someone give birth. We never see someone raising children. I guess she wrote another short story kind of encompassing that portion. So just very interesting. A very cool look into the past. I liked it. So I think the next book on my list is the short story The Skeleton Key. I think that was going to be like my reread because it is a Sigma Force short story that I read at some point. I can't remember. That's why I'm rereading all of the Sigma Force things. So I don't know if I'll do that right now. My grandparents have also made it down to where we are camping, so I should probably go hang out and see everyone. But my little introverted self is loving having some of this alone time right now. I do think I should clean up. It's a little messy in here. Good morning. Between my reading last night and this morning, I finished the short story The Skeleton Key by James Rollins. Super fun, just kind of... I really love these like Sigma Force short stories because it just seems to take like ideas that the author couldn't really fit into a book but he thought were really cool and just turns them into a short story. So this one followed my absolute favorite character, Seishan. She wakes up in a hotel room with a weird collar around her neck and a young man in the other room, and they get a mysterious call and have to go find this guy's son. If they don't, the collars around their neck will like kill him. So then they have to go on this adventure through the Paris catacombs. It includes cults and explosions and all the good stuff you would expect from a James Rollins thriller, just much shorter. So very fun, 5 stars as per usual, and gets me really excited about the next book, even though I think the next book is a lot of people's least favorite in the series, but this short story does a great job of like setting up the next book. So very excited about that. But the next book I will be reading for this vlog is The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway. This is his first novel. So I've read The Old Man and the Sea and For Whom the Bell Tolls, and I'm excited to kind of check out some of, I guess, his other stuff. So it seems to mostly follow 2 angsty teens. I don't know if they're teens. The post-World War I generation trying to live their life in Paris. And I'm assuming a lot of partying and whatnot. So very much looking forward to that. Should be very interesting, but won't be starting that quite just yet because this is our free day in Moab. I'm not going riding today, so we are going to go try to find some coffee at a local coffee shop, get some breakfast, and then drive over to the Canyonlands National Park and try to see some cool stuff. So obviously I will be taking you along on that adventure. afternoon. We moved from Moab to whitewash, so now we are out here. It was very, very windy earlier. It has seemed to have calmed down a little bit, so I think we're gonna try to take the dog on a little walk, but we got here around 1 or 2, and I've just been playing dominoes and drinking mimosas with my mom and one of our camping friends, so that's been great. The sun also rises has been pretty fun, but I think I'm probably just about to age out of like actually enjoying this book because it seems like it's gonna be all about some 20-somethings partying in Paris. I could see why it was popular. I think I'm gonna get sick of 20-somethings making really bad decisions pretty quick here. As an almost 30-something, I'm going to gear up and take my dog on a walk when it's cold outside. What are you doing? Oh, hello. This is a much better camping spot.
Yeah.
Good morning. It is like the last real day of our vacation, which is definitely a bummer because we're starting our drive tomorrow. So today, I guess late last night, my sister showed up with one of her friends. We're gonna go dirt bike riding somewhere around here and then just try to absorb all of the vacation vibes before we have to get back to the real world. Speaking of vacation vibes, the sun also rises. I guess they're all like 30-somethings, but they're all like once divorced and kind of seem just like rich fuck-ups. So far it's giving like rich kid reality TV show, but I am enjoying it. It's a pretty good time. So, yep, I will be taking you along on the ride today and it should be a good time.
Oh, yeah, baby. Adrian always goes fast through the water. Nice. There you go. Very nice.
Well, it's the start of our big drive. We might try to drive all the way home tonight. It just kind of depends on how my husband's feeling as we approach later in the day. But I had a fantastic time. I'm still very much enjoying The Sun Also Rises. If we stop tonight, I will check back in if I do any more reading. If not, I guess I will check in at home and try to get some cool clips of all of the landscape along the way. Good morning. We got back pretty late last night and I just kind of crashed and went to bed without doing any sort of update. Because I'm at home, I can't really figure out how to sleep in. So I woke up at 6 and read some more of The Sun Also Rises. They're out of Paris now and they're kind of like bumming around Spain, and I'm enjoying this part a lot more. It's still a lot of like partying and just kind of like rich kid shenanigans, but it's a lot more like slow paced, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really like the Paris scenes as much, but the Spain My camera battery died halfway through that sentence, but basically they're in the mountains and fishing and doing the running with the bulls and Pamplona and all that kind of fun stuff. So just more foresty and vibey and just definitely much more my speed. While I'm on voiceover, I might as well talk you through the next couple clips, but my husband and I decided to go out and do some errands because we were home. He saw me taking this clip, and at the very end is like, what, do you want a pumpkin spice latte now? And obviously I'm never gonna say no to a pumpkin spice latte. So we took the dog to the coffee stand and they gave him this ridiculous pup cup. Hello, it is Sunday night. I am just about to get ready for bed and go to sleep. But my high hopes of finishing The Sun Also Rises today were dashed by video editing and just kind of general chore stuff to try to get ready for re-entering the real world tomorrow. So unfortunately, this is the last bit of my vacation and I have to go back to work tomorrow and be a functioning member of society. So I think that will close the end of this vlog. I will be continuing vlogging for BOOKOPLATHON into next week and the rest of October. So thanks so much for watching and I will catch you on the next one.